Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So it's been 28 days since I did a video. I'm pretty disappointed in that, to be honest. The last few weeks has been really hard for me to find the time to actually record and edit this kind of stuff, so it has been on the back burner. And I have been focusing on my other channel. I've got an FPL channel and the season's just started, so I've been focusing on doing some FPL content. And if you do like that kind of content, go into the description of this video and the link will be in there. Hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 milestones, so that'll be good if you can help me get to that. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to list all the deals that Chelsea have done in this summer transfer window. We're currently, as I'm recording this video, we have 10 days left of the transfer window. So when the transfer window does close in 10 days time, I will update this video and do another one. And I'll give you a list of all the players that Chelsea need to sell, loan, give new contracts to. Anyway, intro out the way, I'm waffling. Let's just jump into the video. So here are the 12 players that Chelsea have signed. Mike Penders is one that we agreed to sign last summer, but we actually officially signed him this summer. We did that so we didn't have to use an international loan slot on him. It was pretty much of a smart move, so he could stay at Genk and actually play a bit more. And then the three defenders, we've got Best, he's a left back. He was signed for the under-21s. He'll probably just stay in the under-21s this season and help them out. With Ishé Samuel-Smith going, Zach Sturge leaving, Dylan Williams leaving. The opportunity to go and buy a left back is there, and they've gone and got Kian Best. And then next we've got Hato, and I'm sure you all know who he is and why we signed him, so I don't really need to talk about him. Then Sarr, we signed him and we've loaned him back to Strasbourg. And then the midfielders, we've got Atherton, he was signed and he's probably going to play under 18s football this season. Then we've got Derry, he came from Crystal Palace, he's going to probably play under 21s or potentially go out on loan. And then we've got Páez that was also agreed to be signed a few years ago, but he's actually signed this summer when he turned 18 a few months ago. He actually joined in January and had a bit of training with us, and he trained with the Strasbourg side just before this season. So he's now gone on loan to Strasbourg. So them are the three players that have actually gone out on loan to Strasbourg: Penders, Sarr and Páez. And then last of all, we've got Essugo that's going to be probably in the first team this season and help us with cover with Caicedo, and if Lavia keeps getting injured, he can cover in for that. And then finally, we've got 4 forwards that we've signed. I'm sure that'll change before the window closes and we'll have some more players from that position signed. But we've got Gittens that was signed from Dortmund. Again, we've got another player that we agreed to sign and waited until he was 18, and it's Estevão from Palmeiras. And then we've got João Pedro from Brighton and Liam Delap from Ipswich. And here are all the players that Chelsea have sold, so it's 15 players up to now. We've got Petrović that's gone to Brighton, Kepa that's gone to Arsenal, and Bettinelli that's gone to Manchester City. And then into defence, we've got Samuel-Smith that's gone to Strasbourg. We've got Bashir Humphreys, he had a loan out at Burnley last season. They got promoted, they had an obligation to buy, so he's now gone to Burnley on a permanent deal. Dylan Williams has gone to Burton Albion after having a successful loan last season. Zach Sturge has also done the same thing. He had a successful loan at Millwall last season and he's gone. And then lastly for the defenders, we've got Harry Rodder, who's an under-18s player, and he's gone to Southampton. Into midfield, we sold Dewsbury-Hall to Everton, Ugochukwu to Burnley, and Mamadou to Strasbourg again. And then finally for the midfielders, we've got Walton Utter that's gone to Southampton. And then finally for the forwards, we've got João Felix that's gone to Al Nassr, Armando Bro that's gone to Burnley, and then Noni Madueke that's gone to Arsenal. And these are the players that we've loaned out up to now. We've got Mike Penders that's gone to Strasbourg, we've got Teddy Sharman-Lowe that's gone to Bolton, we've got Kaylee Wiley that's gone back to Watford after having a second half of the season with them last season, and then we've got Sarr that's gone back to Strasbourg again. Leo Castledine's gone to Huddersfield, Kennedy Páez has gone to Strasbourg, and then we've got Mark Guéhi that's gone to Sunderland. So in the top left hand corner you can see that I've put 7 loanees, but I put a star there. That actually means we've actually loaned out 8 players up to now, because we've got David Washington that we loaned out in February, and for the 4 international loan slots we've got Penders, Sarr, Páez, and then we've got Washington that's on loan. So that's the 4 players. Potentially there will be a 5 with Aaron Anselmino going to Dortmund, so potentially before the end of the week we could have only 1 international loan slot to use. So as of right now we've only given 8 new contracts, and some of them are just clauses with an extra year. So for the goalkeepers we've actually given them new contracts with an extra 2 or 3 years. So Teddy Sharman-Lowe's got a 2-year contract with an extra year clause, and then we've got Ted Kerr and Max Merrick that got a 3-year contract each. Then we've got Harrison Murray-Campbell that signed a new 2-year deal, and then we've got Brody Hughes and Richard Lisi that actually got a clause for an extra year. The contracts were set to expire this summer, but they've actually got a clause for an extra year. I don't know what's going to happen. They've only got 12 months left on the contract. They could actually leave before the summer finishes. And then into midfield we've got Atahuampa, who got a new 3-year deal, and then finally we've got Harrison McMahon that's the same situation as Brody Hughes and Richard Lisi's contract are expiring this summer. They give him an extra year on the clause. His contract expires in 12 months time. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with him. He did start for the under-21s in the first game of the season, so I do think he probably will be getting a new deal or be sticking around. And then finally we've got 5 players that got released in the summer. So we've got Lucas Bergstrom, Eddie Beach, Luke Campbell and Marcel Washington. They've all got new clubs. And then finally we've got Donald McNeely, and he's not officially been released just yet. Chelsea did offer him a new contract, but I don't think he'll sign it. He's not signed for a new club just yet. I'm sure he's just weighing up his options and he will sign for somebody. But I do think he'll go down as a released player and he'll be signing for somebody else this summer. So there we have it for all the players that have been signed, sold, released, given new contracts or sent out on loan. I'm sure by the time I edit and publish this, there'll be somebody else that's actually joined the list and somebody will be in the comments saying you forgot this player, you forgot that player, this is what we're going to get like. There's only a few days left for the window, so there will be changes from this till the end of the deadline in the next 10 days. So I'm sure in the next few days there'll be players that will be needed to add it to this list. Anyway, I'm hoping that this video has helped you out with knowing everything that's happened. And as I said at the start of the video, I'm going to do one tomorrow with all the players that I think we need to sell, loan or give new contracts to with the last 9 days of the window. So if you do like this kind of stuff and you want to watch that, hit subscribe so you can see it tomorrow morning. Anyway, signing off and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.